Hi, I hope you can hear me. Nor have I figured out how to edit on this thing yet. This is really fun. Anyways, I thought I'd turn the camera on because I had a few thoughts um, that the Holy Spirit um, is teaching me, keeps bringing into my view, or I keep bringing it, they come up and I bring it to Him. And it has to do with abundance and uh, knowing that you have enough, that you're always going to be provided for, that you'll always be taken care of. The ego will continuously, as I'm noticing as this healing process goes on, my old thinking, the whole notion of scarcity and lack that is at the foundation of the thought system that rules this world is this body and everything about the world of bodies, the foundation of which is scarcity and lack, that there's never enough. It's a need-based world, perpetually trying to get this body's needs met and being concerned about the body's needs. Does it have food, clothing, and shelter? And in realizing that, of course, like everyone else, I've lived my whole life sort of enslaved to pursuing these idols, money and position and power and jobs and things to make myself feel the self that I thought that I was, this body self, safe and secure, and real. And I've had recently, the last few months, certainly the last couple of weeks, challenged with that belief and to bring it into the light through a series of circumstances where it appears as if I had something that I thought was an idol that would be a symbol of my safety. Again, I didn't know I was making them, but I was shown that I was, and that idol would crumble and slip from my fingers, and I would, just be left with like, okay, with that reaction. But something happened this morning, another situation that I had plans, I thought I had set up for November. It seemed like it was going to be a cool situation. And then I just got an email from this client who says, they've changed their mind. They're going to go in another direction with the plans, which, well, it's another 3.5 weeks out. So there's time to change and do something different but I was just it was brought to my attention as soon as I read the email. Well, the first thing I noticed this morning was that normally my reaction to it was different. I would hear this news of I wasn't going to get this, or this wasn't going to work out, or say a breakup or a job didn't work out. But my normal reaction, the past, would have been a sense of disappointment. I've lost something here. Oh, trouble now. I've got to figure this part out. How, what, and ego would send me into, I would choose to go into anxiety and fear. This time this morning, I don't know whether because of the prayer, meditations, my attention has been primarily the last several weeks, it's been course study, hours and hours a day, just reading and practicing, living my daily life, going about my business, doing the things that I do. But the workbook lessons are always there. I'm constantly asking every moment, Holy Spirit, please make this decision for me. What should I do here? How should I perceive this? What's the workbook lessons? Remember it right now for this moment, this challenge. And it's been extraordinarily helpful and eye-opening, and I'm so grateful. And I was grateful this morning because when I saw that reaction, when I saw the email about this particular job situation was not gonna happen the way I thought. A sense of, well, okay, that's cool, that's fine. And I sent her return email saying thank you for your time and appreciate it. And the attitude rose was change is good. Um, all changes are helpful from the Course in Miracles, and that if this isn't happening, then something better is on the way. That God has another plan. God has something else in mind for me to do. And I keep saying, praying, I place the future into the hands of God. Please make this decision for me, Holy Spirit. I don't know what's best. I can't perceive my own best interest. So you decide what needs to happen here. If we go, we go. If we don't, we don't. I have to trust that. So that's been the theme, along with surrender, and trusting God that I will receive exactly what I need, exactly when I need it. and learning to be in the moment more than anything, learning to be present and not giving my projecting fears into the future or observing when my ego is attempting to do that, and to let it go and really, really rest in God, like the workbook says. When if I see I'm confronted with a problem, turn to my workbook. What does my workbook say? And my Holy Spirit help me, and I'm led immediately to the lessons that I need to be reminded to give me comfort, like I am sustained by the love of God. That was a powerful one this morning. Immediately, I'm sustained by the love of God, and I can resolve all seeming difficulties without effort and ensure confidence through the love of God within me. I can resolve all seeming conflicts. His love will go ahead of me and sort it out, figure it out for me, what would be best. Maybe that house pet sitting job that was going to be most of the month of November would not have been the best thing for me. Things rearrange in the unseen realm all the time, and I have to just kind of go with the flow. I'm reminded of that. I must go with the flow and trust God because He's guiding this path, not me. I step back and I let Him lead the way in all ways. He's the teacher, I'm the student, and it's good and then I'm walking His way. I'm being led and returned home to the inner space, to the truth of our reality as children of God, one with each other and one with our Creator. That's the path that I walk on, and as I walk that path to return home to my identity, to accept my identity, I haven't been ready to fully accept it yet, but I'm being led back to that place. And along the way, all the difficulties and obstacles and things that I've placed there, my mistakes and my errors are being pointed out to me so that I can bring them into correction. It's not always tough to look at your errors, the results of your mistaken thoughts. Boy, is it tough to see the kind of crap I've created in my life. But that's what the Course in Miracles path is about. It is not always pleasant, but I'm that's what it. You have to clean up the closet, and I was made aware of how self-sabotaging my thoughts are, how toxic my mind wasn't ready to own that I still had a lot of negative thoughts about myself, about the future, about my safety. Just I wasn't trusting. So I'm like, okay, this is about the development of trust. What do you really want to come of this situation? What do you want to come of where you are now? Like don't have a set place to live yet because I've been house and pet sitting. But it's like God knows my situation. He's like, I'm fully aware of what you're doing. So even without a job, without a really set a place to live, or very much money right now, I seem to be being taken care of. The universe has been so good with providing me with a safe place to be. Um, I seem to always get exactly what I need right on time if I would let go of my ideas. Of course, my ego throws a number in there because it has its ideas about what should be happening right now. My fantasies of what my life ought to be, who ought to be in it, where I should be right now, and I'm not getting that. So I'm forced to look at what is exactly in front of me, where I am really right now, and how the Holy Spirit can use the moment that I'm in to bring me where I need to be, and to awaken me to the fact that peace is here always, that myself is not changed by anything that's occurring around me. It's not threatened by anything. I was reminded of that, the forgiveness process, to remember that my core self, I can accept God's love and His peace and His safety right now if I would not judge on what I think it ought to look like, which is the grounds for making myself unhappy and dissatisfied, and say, hey, I give it all up to you. You know best. And what I really, really, really want right now, above all else, is to be connected to my peace, and to my happiness, and to my joy. And that you are running the show, and I don't know what's best. I don't know where this is going. I want to be of service. I'm here. I'm only here to be truly helpful. I'm here to represent the love that sent me. And He knows the way, and I would step back and let Him lead the way. So with all of that, 10 minutes of that, we'll read the workbook lesson, share the workbook lesson today. and it is Lesson 298. I love you, Father, and I love your Holy Son. My gratitude permits my love to be accepted without fear. My gratitude permits my love to be accepted without fear, and thus am I restored to my reality at last. All that intruded on my holy sight, forgiveness takes away. All that intruded on my holy sight, the sight of Christ within me, all that intruded upon that, forgiveness takes away. As I practice true forgiveness, all that intruded on the holy sight of Christ, forgiveness takes away. And I draw near the end of senseless journeys, mad careers, and artificial values. I accept instead what God established as mine, sure that in that alone I will be saved. Yes, sure that I go through fear to meet my love. Through fear. This is a path through fear, not around it, not above it, not avoiding it, but all the way through the fear to my love. And it's closed with a prayer. Father, I come to you. Father, I come to you today because I would not follow any way but yours. You are beside me. Certain is your way, and I am grateful for your holy gifts of certain sanctuary, and escape from everything that could obscure my love for God, my Father, and his Holy Son. I love you, Father, and I love your Holy Son. Yes, yes, yes. Whew, mighty companions. That was kind of a long-winded journal there, rambling a bit, but thank you for sharing that with me, and I'll keep you posted on how the developments are going. It started off a beautiful morning, and I haven't had a whole lot of sleep lately, and things have been very peaceful, very beautiful. Although my dream life, it doesn't look like I imagined it to be right now. Somehow I feel really good. I feel happy. I feel more present, and I feel blessed. I feel taken care of, even though I don't have those symbols that my ego says I ought to have in order to know that I'm really safe and I know that my life is working. I'm going, the outside is what it is, but the inside feels very calm, happy, content, and trusting that I'm being led to fulfill my part in salvation, in the plan of healing, and I'm grateful for that. Okay, mighty companions, thank you for indulging me for 13 minutes. Until the next time, have a blessed day.